Hi guys, so today I have come up with another interesting questions on LeetCode to find out the winning candidate. And kindly note that I will explain you guys this particular question on this particular website only because this particular question has some subscription to be taken from LeetCode. So this is the reason I will just explain you guys that what this is all about and what is the query that you have to write. So we have two tables here. One is candidate and second one is vote. So candidate basically has two columns ID and name, which contains the candidate information, and this vote table contains the voting information. Okay, and what we have to find out is we have to just write down a SQL query just to find out the name of the winning candidate. So if you see this table, right, vote. So the no, so the candidate ID. You see, there are three different candidate ID, right? Sorry, four, two, three, four, and five. So we just have to find out, which particular ID has maximum number of occurrence in this particular table. So whichever ID has a maximum occurrence, so he is the winner, right? So if you just look at this particular table, we have five appearing only once, we have three appearing only once, four appearing only once. So we have candidate ID two, who is appearing more than once, like two times, so which means that he is the winner. And what is the name of this candidate ID? To B. So what would be my output here? B, right? So let me uh, let me just write the square in the notepad so you will have a better understanding. So first, what we have to do is, so since we have two table, right? So we have to join both this table, and we have to take the ID from candidate table, and we have to join it with candidate ID from the second table, right? So selecting it from candidate C. So we just have to populate the name, right, as an output, and then join vote. Let's take this an alias V. And as I said, we have to take ID from first column and then candidate ID from the second column where ID N. Now we have to write our actual logic here to find out the candidate ID who has got the maximum number of occurrence in this particular vote, in this particular voting table, right? So just write select candidate ID vote. Then we have to subgroup by of candidate ID and then order by count. Will explain you this particular part. Candidate ID limit 1. So what we have to find? We have to find the maximum occurrence of candidate ID, right? And we have to use a group by as well. So we have uh, where is that group by? Okay, so we have done a group by on candidate ID, and then we are doing an order by on count of candidate ID, and then we are using this descending. So when we use descending, right, then we will have the maximum number of occurrence, on the top side, right? In my first record, there will be a maximum number of occurrence, and then what I'm doing is I'm just using a limit 1. So this will only fetch a single record that has a maximum number of occurrence. So here we will get the candidate ID who has got the maximum number of occurrence, and then where ID in, and then we are just selecting the name out of it by joining both these tables. Understood, right? So in the next video, I will come with some other interesting LeetCode questions. Thanks.